budgeted funds. Now, National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich says most county budget offices have inadequate capacity to handle financial management, which has resulted in, among others, low absorption of funds that are earmarked for development projects.
Low absorption of budgeted fund by counties has been blamed for the slow take of development projects, which in turn has jeopardized the country's economic growth plan, casting a dark shadow on the national government's ambition of achieving a double-digit economic growth figure. National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich says this year's GDP growth is now expected at 5.3%, slightly lower than 5.8% that had been projected earlier, partly blaming this on, among others, the low budget absorption rate at the county level. In a bid to mitigate this, the CS says the national government has partnered with development partners to build the capacity of county budget officers.
The training, the guidelines that we are provided, very soon we'll be gazetting the public financial management regulations, which again will help county governments to utilize public finances in a much better way. So we see, yes, it's a challenge, but we're putting in place a training capacity building program that is supported by national government and development partners to ensure that county capacities are built.
Rotich says Kenya's debt level, which currently stands at 52.8% of the GDP, is sustainable, saying that this figure is well below the threshold set by the World Bank.
What it does say is that at 74% of GDP is where we start getting worried for the level of the size of our economy and the policies that we are putting in place. So at the moment, I just want to assure everybody that the debt that we have, the stock of debt, is sustainable. When we say sustainable, is that we have looked at it over the next 30 years, and what we are going to repay, and in terms of interest and all that, is something that is going to ensure that the country does not run, in a solvent position.
ISPAC Chairman Benson Okundi challenged the government to step up support to the private sector that he say will bring, among others, create more jobs.
So this is an area that I think still presents some work for us to do. And also the budget absorption as well, whereby if we can absorb the budget that is given, that is allocated, both at the county and the national level, it will definitely help to spur the economic growth that is required.
Jeremiah Ogola, reporting for News Our Business.